Have you ever pondered the connection between two seemingly disparate nations, Latvia and Ukraine? A fascinating question indeed. These two nations, each with its own distinct culture and history, are uniquely positioned in the European landscape. Latvia, a small yet vibrant country in the north, is known for its vast forests and beautiful Baltic coastline. Ukraine, on the other hand, is a large nation in the east, rich in diverse landscapes and historical sites. Now you might be wondering, what could these two distinct countries possibly have in common? Well, despite their geographical and cultural differences, Latvia and Ukraine share a long history of cooperation. This shared history, which spans across several centuries, has seen them navigate through times of peace, conflict, and change together. As we journey through this intriguing connection, you'll discover the fascinating intricacies of their relationship. Now let's delve deeper into the timeline of their collaboration. The cooperation between Latvia and Ukraine dates back to the early 20th century. However, it was not until the final decade of the century that the relationship really began to take shape. In the tumultuous year of 1991, both nations found themselves navigating the uncharted waters of newfound independence. It was in this turbulent context that Latvia and Ukraine formally established diplomatic relations, laying a solid foundation for the cooperation that would define their relationship in the decades to come. The early years of their diplomatic relationship were marked by a series of agreements and treaties designed to foster mutual cooperation and understanding. These agreements covered a wide range of sectors, from economics and trade to education and culture. Each new agreement represented a step forward, a strengthening of the bonds between these two nations. In the realm of economics and trade, Latvia and Ukraine recognized the mutual benefits of collaboration. They signed agreements to promote trade and economic cooperation, aiming to create a favorable environment for businesses in both countries. These agreements laid the groundwork for the steady growth of bilateral trade that we see today. In the field of education and culture, both nations understood the importance of mutual understanding and respect. They signed agreements to promote cultural exchanges and cooperation in education. These initiatives helped to foster a sense of shared identity and common goals, further strengthening the bonds of friendship. In addition to these sector-specific agreements, Latvia and Ukraine also signed a general treaty of friendship and cooperation. This treaty, a symbol of their shared commitment to mutual respect and cooperation, served as a guiding principle for their relationship. As we delve deeper into the history of Latvia-Ukraine cooperation, it's clear that these early interactions were pivotal. They not only established a formal diplomatic relationship, but also set a precedent for mutual cooperation and understanding. These initial steps laid a strong foundation, which allowed both nations to navigate the challenges of the new century together. These early interactions set the stage for a more profound cooperation in the years that followed. Fast forward to the 21st century, the cooperation between Latvia and Ukraine has evolved significantly. This period marked a new chapter in their shared history, characterized by increased dialogue and mutual understanding at the highest levels of governance. On the parliamentary front, the exchanges between Latvia and Ukraine intensified, particularly after the watershed moment of Ukraine's 2014 revolution. This revolution, known as the Euromaidan, was a powerful statement of Ukraine's aspirations to align more closely with the European Union's democratic values and principles. Latvia, a member of the European Union since 2004, quickly stepped up to provide Ukraine with the necessary support. Bilateral meetings, joint sessions, and exchange of best practices became more frequent, solidifying the bond between the two nations. At the presidential level, the cooperation was no less remarkable. The presidents of Latvia and Ukraine engaged in regular talks, addressing issues of mutual interest and concern. They openly discussed matters such as economic cooperation, security, and the rule of law, demonstrating their commitment to maintaining an open and honest dialogue. Latvia's stance on Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity has been clear and unwavering. Following the annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014, Latvia was among the first countries to condemn the act and express its support for Ukraine. Latvia has consistently advocated for Ukraine's right to determine its own path, free from external interference. This commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty has not been merely a matter of rhetoric. Latvia has provided practical assistance to Ukraine, including humanitarian aid, support for reforms, and backing in international forums.
Latvia's approach has been guided by a deep respect for Ukraine's sovereignty and a firm belief in the principles of international law. In essence, the modern era has seen a strengthening of the ties between Latvia and Ukraine, built on shared values, mutual respect, and a common vision for a peaceful and prosperous Europe. Latvia's unwavering support for Ukraine has been a cornerstone of their modern relationship.
With such a rich history of cooperation, what does the future hold for Latvia and Ukraine, one might ask? Let's delve into it. In the realm of the digital economy, both nations are set to expand their collaboration. Leveraging their technological prowess, they aim to create a seamless digital landscape that fosters innovation and drives economic growth. Picture a world where Latvian and Ukrainian tech entrepreneurs collaborate to develop groundbreaking solutions, propelling both nations to the forefront of the global digital economy. Now, let's shift our gaze to defense and security. Latvia and Ukraine, both sharing a common vision of a safer region, are poised to enhance their strategic partnership. Joint military exercises and intelligence sharing are just the tip of the iceberg. The two nations are also exploring collaborative efforts in cybersecurity, a critical area in today's digital world. They're not just strengthening their individual defenses, but fortifying the security of the entire region. But it's not all about economy and security. The cultural exchange between Latvia and Ukraine is also blossoming. From literature to music, from art to cuisine, these two nations are learning from each other, embracing their differences, and celebrating their shared history. This cultural dialogue is fostering a deeper understanding among their people, nurturing a bond that transcends political and economic ties. And how can we forget the recent high-level meetings and joint initiatives? These aren't just symbolic gestures. They're a testament to the strong political will driving this cooperation. From parliamentary discussions to presidential summits, Latvia and Ukraine are demonstrating their commitment to a shared future. Each meeting, each initiative is another step towards a stronger partnership. So, what does the future hold for Latvia and Ukraine? It's a future of mutual growth and prosperity, underpinned by a solid partnership. It's a future where they stand together, facing challenges, seizing opportunities, and shaping their shared destiny. Indeed, the bond between Latvia and Ukraine continues to strengthen, promising a future of mutual growth and prosperity. So, we've journeyed through the timeline of Latvia and Ukraine's cooperation. We've revisited the early beginnings when the seeds of camaraderie were sown. From their initial interactions, we saw the foundation of a relationship built on mutual respect and shared interests. We then moved into the modern era, a time of significant progress and development. Their collaboration intensified, reflecting a mutual desire for growth and prosperity. The parliamentary and presidential levels of both nations have worked tirelessly, fostering a relationship that's more than just political. It's a partnership. Looking towards the future, the prospects are bright. With the continued commitment to cooperation, Latvia and Ukraine are poised to reach new heights. Their shared vision is not just about enhancing diplomatic ties, but about creating a better future for their people. As we've seen, the cooperation between Latvia and Ukraine is not just a matter of diplomacy, but a testament to their shared vision for a better future.